Tomahawk is a long-range, all-weather, subsonic cruise missile designed to strike high-value land targets with extreme precision. Unlike traditional rockets, it behaves more like a pilotless aircraft that flies hundreds of kilometers before hitting its target. Structure: the BGM-109 Tomahawk cruise missile is about 20 feet long, including its launch booster, and roughly 21 inches in diameter. Its compact design allows it to be launched from submarine torpedo tubes or from vertical launch systems on naval ships. At the very front is the nose section. This area houses the DSMAC camera, along with the GPS and inertial navigation sensors that guide the missile towards its target. Behind the nose is the warhead bay. Most Tomahawk missiles carry a 1,000-pound or 450-kilogram high-explosive warhead designed to destroy high-value targets with precision. The midsection of the missile is occupied by the fuel tank, which stores JP-10 jet fuel used to power the engine during long-range flight. On the sides of the missile are two folding wings. During launch, these wings remain folded inside the body. Once the missile reaches flight speed, they deploy automatically, allowing stable cruise flight. At the rear is the tail section. This area contains the Williams F107 turbofan engine and 4 foldable control fins, which help steer and stabilize the missile during flight. Finally, attached to the very back is the launch booster. This solid-fuel rocket motor provides the powerful thrust needed during the first moments of launch. Once the missile reaches the proper altitude and speed, the booster separates and falls away, allowing the turbofan engine to take over for the rest of the journey. How the Tomahawk works. The operation of the BGM-109, Tomahawk can be divided into 4 main flight phases: launch, cruise, navigation, and the final strike, launch phase. The missile begins its journey with a solid-fuel rocket booster that blasts it out of a submarine tube or a ship's vertical launch system. Within seconds, the tail fins and mid-body wings deploy, stabilizing the missile in flight. At the same time, an air intake opens beneath the missile, preparing the main engine for operation. Cruise phase. Once the missile reaches the proper speed and altitude, the launch booster separates and falls away. The turbofan engine ignites, allowing the Tomahawk to cruise efficiently over long distances. During this phase, the missile descends to an extremely low altitude, often just 30 to 50 meters above the ground or sea. This technique, known as terrain hugging or sea skimming flight, helps the missile stay hidden from enemy radar systems. To reach targets hundreds of kilometers away, the Tomahawk relies on a combination of advanced navigation systems. TERCOM, or terrain contour matching, uses a radar altimeter to scan the terrain below. The missile then compares this data with preloaded digital maps stored in its memory, allowing it to constantly correct its course. At the same time, GPS and an inertial navigation system provide continuous updates on the missile's exact position. Terminal phase, the final strike. As the missile approaches its target, the DSMAC system, Digital Scene Matching Area Correlation, takes control. A camera scans the target area and compares the real-time images with stored reference images inside the missile's computer. This final verification allows the Tomahawk to strike with extraordinary precision, sometimes accurate enough to hit a specific section of a building. The Tomahawk cruise missile continues to play a major role in modern US military operations. In recent conflicts, it has been used to strike strategic facilities and military infrastructure across different regions. Since its first combat use in the Gulf War in 1991, the missile has proven highly effective for long-range precision attacks. During the 2003 Iraq War, hundreds were launched in the famous Shock and Awe campaign. Tomahawks were also used in Syria in 2017 and 2018, targeting military bases and chemical weapons facilities. Over the decades, more than 2,300 Tomahawk missiles have been fired in combat operations worldwide. Who owns/uses them? The BGM-109 Tomahawk is a highly restricted cruise missile operated by only a few allied nations. The United States is the primary user. deploying it mainly through the US Navy and other military branches. The United Kingdom has long operated Tomahawks on its Royal Navy submarines. Australia recently became the third country to successfully test and operate the missile. Japan and the Netherlands have also signed agreements to acquire Tomahawk systems in the coming years. Despite many claims online, countries like Iran or Israel are not known to operate Tomahawk missiles.